What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Garage Mind Podcast. And I know you feel it, and I know you can smell it, and I know you can taste it. Football is back. And that's what I want to talk about today. The first preseason game for the Bears. I'm from Illinois, and the Bears are a big deal to me. I'm also a Tampa fan. Everybody from Chicago, don't hate me. But let's talk about the Bears, too, because, football love for me started, obviously, with the Bears. Still is with the Bears, too. It just became a little rough to hang on there. And I fell in love with Tampa as well, too. But today I'm going to talk about Bears preseason because I love football. I know you guys love football. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about game one, guys. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I'm Tony, as always, your friend in the garage. Welcome back to the Garage Mind Podcast. And today I want to talk about football, guys, because I love football. Football is back. Bears preseason just happened on Saturday at noon. My bad. I'm excited, man. You can feel it in the air. My wife gets all into the food. We do wings. We do different things like Italian sandwiches. The cooking around football is amazing too. You have friends over. You start learning different recipes, stuff like that. It's a whole thing, man. It's a vibe. Football comes on, you start betting the squares, your buddies, you get together. It's awesome. Football is one of the sports that everybody gets involved. It's cool and it's fun and it's finally back. It's a long summer, had a lot going on. If you follow the podcast, I had the ULP strike with my work. So that was stressful, had that going on. And then before you know it, the summer's over. And preseason started for football, but I'm pumped, man. You got the squares going on with your friends. You got the stats coming. We got the new players. Chicago, it's a lot going on right now because the Bears might be leaving Chicago, might be going to Indiana, which is fine. I support Indiana too. I got family over there. It will be all right, guys. But in Chicago, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, there's nothing like our history. We, starting from the Hallis family, we're one of the longest franchise. Football is taken serious here. Sometimes a little too serious, especially when we play the Packers. The little people are getting violent. Let's not get violent. Relax. We're all human beings. We're all adults. Let's have fun here. But football has been a part of my life for a long time, man. Sitting down, watching the games, with my family. I come from an Irish Puerto Rican family, especially the Irish side, man. Big Notre Dame fans. There's a lot of history there too. Chicago. If you're from Chicago, Bears are a part of the conversation. You can't deny that. We're very strong in our beliefs for our teams, from the Dick Buckus to the refrigerator to Walter fucking Payton. I mean, always in the Hall of Fame conversations, always in the conversations. This city is a football city. We love it. You know the name Soldier Field. Even, guys, going back to when the Bears played at Wrigley Field. Yeah, they did. Check it out. Check the history. Football is just, especially in my family, I love it. My wife has got involved too. She knows the players. She has a little crush on the guy from Jacksonville. I'm not going to say his name because fuck him. No, just joking, guys. But, it's cool. She's a big fan of Josh Allen too and everything he does. Obviously, because her wife is a big actor and she's a big supporter of that too. But I love it. She gets involved. I get involved. We have fun. We have friends over. We have family over. We all get involved. It's just something that you guys can build memories on and get together. It's an American pastime, from the Super Bowl to obviously, being, half Puerto Rican. Having Bad Bunny on the Super Bowl last year was iconic, was awesome. It was cool to see a Puerto Rican front and center stage. We've had it all, and it was time for Puerto Rico to have it. We've had, British people. We've had, everything, all walks of life on the stage, and now Puerto Rico was represented. It was super cool. So let's get into Saturday at noon. The electric was flowing. My goosebumps were going. We were back. It was in the air. You could almost feel it. It's football season again, baby. Let's go. A little preseason. A lot of the guys that we wanted to see weren't out there. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, football is back, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm sitting down today and talking to you guys. Saturday, Soldier Field. There's no better feeling than Soldier Field. Soldier Field is iconic. Bears and Browns. That was the stage. It was the Bears and the Browns. I had a bourbon in hand. I had the game on. I had a good time. Guys, pour up one. If you got one, let's get into it. The first one is always on me. Let's talk Bears football. Let's talk Bears football. The game started about noonish. First one of the year. Feels great. You wait all off season for this. It's hot. It's August. The game barely counts. And you still act. I still acted like when they run out of the tunnel, I was grinning before the ball even went up. Then, of course, we go down 10-0. That feels familiar. He gets nervous as Bears fan. We've all been there. Andre Schmidt, this one from the 50. Isaiah's Bond takes a jet sweep, 14 yards, and he's fucking gone. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. And, I do the Chicago thing. Like I said, you already know that little, yep, here we go. They scored, touchdown. Oh, shit. I do it every year. I can't help it. Being a Bears fan, we always get nervous when the other team scores. Here we go. It's preseason, and I'm still doing it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even the real season yet, but preseason, you just get hyped. The familiar feeling comes back. You're watching football. You're enjoying it. Here we go. That's how you know that we all miss football. Then the whole afternoon flips, and it doesn't flip because of a star. Caleb's on the sideline. The starters aren't there, but this is still the football. This is, it's going around of what we built this year. Most of the guys we yell about all year are in a hat, holding a tablet, looking like they showed up to somebody else's cookout. You know what I mean? They're just sitting there like wishing they could be in there. You could see it in their eyes. They want to get in, but they're rooting on, the B team. They're rooting on their boys. I like my quarterback with 2 working knees in September. You got to take it easy. We'll get him in there. We'll see him once the season starts. Call me crazy, guys. The guy who actually blows the thing opens Jermaine Coram. And guys, I'm bad with names. I might be wrong. Bear with me. The practice squad, the last 2 years. I'm not going to sit here like I had his jersey in the closet. I didn't. He just rips the ball out of Deshaun Watson's hands on 4th down, falls on it at midfield, and Soldier Field remembers how to make noise. You started hearing everybody. I was screaming, let's fucking go. That's my favorite part of the whole day. Random dude playing like Rents do Friday, because it is. That's August football, man. These guys are showing up and showing out for a starting position. They're fighting harder than the guys that are already there. They want people to know the name, whether it be with the Bears, they're going to play with them, or free agency, whatever it is. They're showing up because they want their name to be in the lights. They want their names to be known. They want their names to be talked about at ESPN on Monday. You don't get legends, the people who are already, high hopes, whatever. You get the guys trying to keep a job. And some of them look like they want it bad. And that's the real story here. The guys who show up in preseason, they're trying to get it. Beijing, man, he's a stud. Caleb is a big name. He solidified his position. But Beijing, man, he's good too. Rashawn Johnson, he rips off, 19 on 3rd and 3. Beijing, again, hits Marcy Alexander for 25 fucking yards. Alexander turns in an upfield, and he's in 10-7. Now we're talking a different game, guys. 10-7. We're getting there. Building wakes up. Soldier Field erupts like we know it. Not Super Bowl loud, just that little, oh, here we are. We're playing football today, guys. Then Caden Davis starts winning. 4 catches in the first half. A couple 21-yarders. 1 down the seam for 41. 41, guys. I'm paying attention. Are you? This dude played 1 offensive snap for Cleveland last year. Today, he's out there making 3 secondaries look lost. Just lost. Good job, man. I was laughing. Crazy. That's a fun player. Definitely keep an eye on him. That was cool. Who is that player? You start thinking, who's that guy? Who's out there? Cairo Santos jogs out at the half and knocks one through from 51 yards. Like he's in the backyard, with a folding chair. Like he's just chilling. Easy. Right through the uprights. And guys, listen, if this is content you like, if this is podcast material, because I'm going to do more now that, like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are on YouTube watching this. If you guys are on the podcast, give me a review. Start the chat. Let's talk some football, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I want to hear it all. The goods, the bad, the fucking, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear about your team. I want to hear who you're rooting for. I'm rooting for the Bears in Tampa. Those are my teams. Yes, I can have two. I don't care. It's my game. It's my sport. I can do it my way. And you can do it well. Let me hear you rooting for. Let me hear, like Tampa, we got a lot of young receivers. I want to hear that. With the Bears, I want to see how Caleb's going to do this year. If he could continue the success. I want to say if Ndunze is ready to play. Magungai, bro. That guy turned it up. I want to see how it affects the team with DJ Moore being gone. Let's talk about all that. You guys are listening on the podcast, comment, message me so we could talk about if you're from Illinois, if you're from Chicago, I want to hear about what you think that the team is going to be this year. I think we're going to be in playoff contention again. Moore did a lot for us in the pocket passing in the end zones and bringing us there. I want to see if we can, have the same success and achieve the same success as last year without him. And guys, St. Louis was a good team. I mean, St. Louis, sorry. They're now the LA Rams. Man, that's how far I go back into football. Not St. Louis. If you're from St. Louis, let me know how sad it was when they left. LA Rams. Dude, they're good. They're a solid team. They've had a long time to be together. They're solid. It was tough. It was a close game. So I'm seeing if we're ready to make up for that. And I think we are. We got a lot of young talent, got a lot of guys that have a lot of years, in front of them. Hubert's was good too, man. He's got a lot of experience, even going forward too. Like there's a lot of guys that have been in the sport a long time. And sometimes, young talent gets beat by, older talent just because they've been in these situations. They've been there. They know how to act. They know how to keep, focused on the goal. And sometimes it's opposite. I think we're going to do a lot better in the playoffs. I'm curious to see this year. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if we're still the team that we were of last year or even better, whatever you guys think. It was only game one. We still got to see it. I want to see the regular season. And I'll do another one of these too. That's why, guys, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you're on the podcast, like and pay attention because I'm going to do a lot more football talk because it's just a big thing in my family. It's a big thing in our household. And I want to stay talking about it. And I want to hear from you guys too. Obviously, I'm not an ESPN analysis or AI analysis of football. I get things wrong, but I like hearing other people's perspective and learning more so I could get better on talking to you guys about it, and I could get better for my own general knowledge because I do the FanDuel as well, guys. I'm a big sports bettor too because that makes it fun. You get a little more involved, you get a little more excited, know if your bets are going to hit. And I'll talk about my bets too if that's something you guys want to hear too. Let me know. So now the score is 10-10 going in. Nice little Saturday. The vibes are coming back. We got the nachos going. We got the platters going. We got the appetizers going, the football wings. It's a different vibe in Chicago when it gets going. I'm just sitting there, thinking, all right, let's go. This is a good time. Beijing's half, he was ready out there. He's 13 of 22, 169, a touchdown, a pick. Some good, some floaters. Then, the pick sitting there. Got to work on that. Backing up quarterback game. He's the backup. He's learning. He's getting better. Nothing more, nothing less. Watson, to be fair, looked like the most comfortable Browns quarterback. He was chilling. I was hoping a little more for, Dior. I'm rooting for him, but Watson just looked the best. Then, he puts the ball on the ground on Karama's. Karama's? Is that, I don't know how you say it. Karama's running off with the afternoon. He was doing great. That's the trade. You look good until you don't. And they're going to criticize you a lot too, because, it's the preseason. Second half, Case Keenum comes in and this man looks like he has somewhere to be. 9 out of 10, 151 yards. Nice. 2 touchdowns. Beautiful. Perfect pass rating. Then the old head found the remote first. The play you're going to see all week is the screen to Salvon Ahmed. Keenan dumps it left. Ahmed breaks 2 tackles and starts zigzagging across the field like Uncle Ray is chasing him with a spatula at the family reunion. Let's fucking go. 49 yards. Touchdown. My hat's off to you, brother. A rewound it is. Not even sorry. That's why you watch August football. That's backyard play. Keaton Davis even comes in back across and throws a block on it like stuff like that. The stuff the coaches get weirdly happy about. We get happy about. Cleveland drives down the field to the 5, 4th and 1. That's where we're sitting. I keep messing up his name. Is it Croman? Is it Croman? And John Rehackton? I can't say some of these names. Stuff Aman Marshall for a loss. Stuffs him. That's the snap. That's when you go, okay, the bottom of this roster has some dog in it. Loving it. Keenum later hits Ray McLeod for 28. Ray McLeod, man, what a game he had. Then dumps it to Britton Brown for 6. Now we're looking at 24 and 10. Love that. Then they put Miller Moss in there, which is what you're supposed to do in August. You switch the guys out. You want to see everybody's different. Kid's getting his feet wet, first game. Don't overthink it. Antoine Randall, L, is calling plays in the second half. Receivers coach, he's the receivers coach. First time with the headset like that. You want to get him in there. Ben loved it. You want to get in there, you want to call him plays. Guys rallied around him. That was super cool. I loved it. It means that the staff can actually run the room. The staff is getting along. We're creating a good ecosystem for the players to get better, for the players to show up. Then Benny Bishop Jr., let's talk about him for a little bit. Decides he wants the football more than Cleveland's quarterbacks. Love that, guys. Loves that. He wants the ball more than the Cleveland's quarterback. One off Shadur, Bell just sails. He threw it right up there. Benny's sitting there waiting on it. Interception, pick 6. Let's go. Benny's, like I said, sitting there waiting for it. One off. Dylan Gabriel takes it back for 21 yards to the 31. Santos hits another one from 49. Let's talk about it. Earlier, Santos, bro, love you, bro. Love you, bro. Love you, dog. He hit one for 50 earlier. Now he hits one for 49. Love it. Coleman Bennett punches in a 3-yarder late. 34 and 10. 34 unanswered. Down 10-0. That's how we started out. At lunchtime, 10-0, guys. Think about it. In your own building. We were at Soldier Field. And then they just keep going. I was laughing, bro. Not a parade laugh. Just football's back laughing. The good kind. Like, I love it. Hopefully this trends, because usually the Bears go up right away. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a Bears fan. Usually we go up right away, and then we just throw it away at the end. And this was the fucking B team. And I don't mean to knock those guys. They're professional players. They're the B team. But are they better than me? Better than most of us listening? Absolutely. They're the B team, but for a reason, because the A team is actually established this year. We have a great A team. But this is what I love about preseason. This is for the guys on the B team to show I'm fucking ready for the Monday nights. I'm ready for the Thursday night footballs. I'm going to show up and show out, and I'm going to give you guys all of me. I'm going to give you the best. This is what I love. These are the guys fighting for the starting positions. And I also love preseason because these guys are showing that, hey, man, if somebody needs a break or somebody goes down, I'm ready. I got this. Put me in, coach. And at this point, this is the kind like where I look at your phone and go, I missed this. All right. What jumped out? Coram. This is what looked out. If you're making a 53 man in the morning, that tape is loud. Strip sack, recovery, another sack, then 4th and 1 stuff. This guy showed up and he showed out. He's fighting for that starting position. That's what's up. Write your name down, big fella, because Caden Davis looked like a receiver. He was ready. He showed up. Not a camp body, a fucking receiver, a Monday Night Football starter. Sylvan Amand just won himself another week of people saying his name. He's going to be talked about. Now, Benny Bishop made 2 throws that look like gifts, but you still have to catch them. You got to catch them. Santos is fucking Santos. That's my guy. And when I say Santos is Santos, I mean 51 and 49. Come on, guy. Keep up the good work, brother. 2 penalties and 10 yards. He said they haven't practiced that clean. That's the part I'd actually take with me. Not the score. You got to pay attention to everything. The standard. Ben Johnson, Boise was a little mad about that. Penalties cost us a lot last year. Penalties have cost us a lot for a long time. So we got to work on the penalties because penalties, man, if you're in the end zone and you caught penalties can cost you. It's proven, it's facts. You can't have penalties. You got to be solid. Some teams win just because of no penalties. You got to be strong with that. He also said the quarterbacks got hit more than he wanted. We got to be on that. Chicago has been known for quarterbacks getting hit. I mean, it's been known in the last few years. Run game was spotty, good, but spotty. Cleveland's front comes off the ball. They just do. One-on-one blocks got ugly in some spots. Kareem Ajamaji, I'm going to mess up these names, guys. I'm terrible with names. Started at left tackle. Jarek Willis gave up. He gave up a sack later, but that happens. Ben basically said, don't crown anybody at left tackle yet. Correct. Don't crown anybody, period. It's August. We're just getting looks right now. Caleb never took a snap. I was a little sad about that, but it's early on. I want to see my guy get out there. I want to see the Iceman, you know what I'm saying, get out there and show what he can do. The ones who did play from the start group were basically Dale, Devon, Bush, Cam Lewis, and Dillian. I forgot to say his name. Dillian Dedeman? I told you guys I'm horrible with the names. But if you agree with that list too, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys like. I love the football talk. I love the conversation, the camaraderie. Let me know what you thought about some players, maybe some guys I didn't mention. Let me know what you guys thought on the comments. Message me. Let me know, especially if you're on YouTube. Message me, hit the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about some of the players that maybe I didn't go over. Let me know, who needed a little more conversation than I gave to. Everybody else, you chant for was in the hat, the B team. Before the game, they had a 60-play throwing session on the field. Huddle, call it, footwork, timing. That's how you get better when you're putting those guys out there. I'm good with that. Cincinnati, next week, night game, excited. Joint practice before that. That's when, we start watching who actually takes snaps. We start paying attention. If Ben puts the ones out there we talked about, the ones, if he doesn't, we talk about next week. Karam, that's preseason. That's the job interview. Like I said, we got to pay attention to preseason. You're basically, like I said, job interview with pads on. Can you keep this up? Are you ready? You're getting your verbal job interview on the field every day with the reps, with the preseason. And that's the fun of this Saturday. We started to see who's serious about the job and who's going to put in the effort to excel. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't need it, and I don't mean to January. Football started now. I need a drink. I need a scoreboard and a reason to grin at noon. I love it, especially Sunday nights. We're fucking back, guys. This is my season. The food, the snacks, the family, the camaraderie, the betting is all back. I can feel it. If you watched it, tell me who jumped out. Not a whole essay, just a guy. I sit here and talk and let you guys know what I think. I like when you guys talk back, when you guys let me know what you think. If this is your first time in the garage, welcome. I'm Tony. We hang out. We talk sports sometimes. We talk bourbon. I talk to people. I have live podcasts about people and their jobs and stories they want to tell and just different perspectives on my life. Because this is what I'm trying to build here. Real talk, real life, real conversations, and everything in between, guys. Thank you for hanging out again. This one was about preseason starting. For me, it's the Bears. I can't wait to see how the Bucks start out too as well. Big fan of Baker. They got, working with Ibuka. Ibuka did big things last year. I want to see how he grows. I think he had like a toe injury or something going on there too. So hopefully that's settled. But guys, football is fucking back. Let's fucking go and enjoy this season. 2026-2027 season. Let's go, guys. Guys, I'm Tony as always. Welcome to the Garage Mind, where we talk everything real life, real conversations, and everything in between. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.